Inuarata no Sahai is still my amiable name, and it's an amazing delight for me to come your way today and add value to your day. Now, the topic of my conversation with you this morning is 4 powerful ways to help your children believe in themselves. 4 powerful ways to help your children believe in themselves. Now, self-belief is a very critical ingredient, is a key ingredient, a premium ingredient for that matter when it comes to, the issue of your children growing into confident and responsible adults that are living their full potential. And you as parents, you play a critical role in this. And that is why this morning we are looking at the topic, 4 powerful ways to help your children believe in themselves. Now, the number 1 powerful way as a parent that you can engage to help your children to believe in themselves is for you as a parent to model self-belief before your children. Model self-belief before your children. Now, children are very good imitators. They know how to copy, and they copy very well, from their parents, because they see their parents as their heroes. They see their parents, as their number 1, model. So as parents, you need to learn to demonstrate self-belief before your children so that your children can equally replicate this, in their own lives. And the way you model self-belief, the way you, demonstrate self-belief before your children as parents is in the way you respond to the challenges of life. It's in the way you respond to, the different, challenges, the different, missiles that life throws at you. How do you respond to economic issues? How do you respond to inflation? How do you respond to things around you? All these go a long way, to speak volume of whether you believe in yourself or not. And the way you respond to life issues, the way you respond to challenges in your environment is what your children will also copy, that they will apply when it comes to how they also respond to challenges, of life, especially when it comes to their academics, their schoolwork. Very important. If, for example, as a parent, you have this way of talking or saying that it is difficult to make it in Nigeria. It is very hard to make it in Nigeria. Nigeria is a very tough environment. It's very difficult to make it in Nigeria. Now, what you are telling your children with that kind of disposition, with that kind of language is that, it is also difficult for them to make it in Nigeria, even in their academics. Because when you start seeing them perform poorly in the academics, it's a function of what they copy from the way you talk, from your disposition, to life and the challenges in your environment. That is why, as a parent, it is very important you model self-belief before your children. Now, remember what I said from the beginning of this conversation, that self-belief is a critical ingredient when it comes to your children growing into responsible and confident adults that are living their full potential. And if you are modeling lack of self-confidence before them, if you are modeling, failure before them in terms of the way you talk, in terms of how you respond to challenges, it's also going to have a negative impact on them. You need to be able to model before your children through your words and language that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Very important. Now, you see some children in school, in primary schools, in secondary schools, they have the confidence to, contest in the prefect selections in school into those different positions of school prefects. They contest for it. They have the confidence. Now, if you trace it very well, you are going to find out that the confidence of those children is coming from what they see in their parents. So, it is very important, it's very critical that if you want to raise children that will have a positive disposition towards life, it seriously depends on the self-belief you model before them as their parent. That is why the number 1 way for you to help your children to believe in themselves this morning is that model self-belief before your children. We are looking at 4 powerful ways to help your children believe in themselves. Number 1, model self-belief before your children. The second powerful way as parents that you can engage to help your children to believe in themselves is for you to stop negative talk from your children right away. Stop negative talk from them right away. Now, there are some children that, will just say things like, Daddy or Mommy, I don't know mathematics. The Daddy, I can't do it. That kind of negative self-talk, that kind of negative self-demeaning language, should not just be allowed to pass without it being addressed. And the way you address it is to replace them with positive, phrases. Silence those negative self-talk with positive phrases. If, for example, your growing daughter, your young daughter says, Mommy, I'm not beautiful. Now, sit that child down and then show the child the pictures of many other women across the globe who may not even as beautiful as her, that have, achieve amazing feats in different human endeavors, in different endeavors of life. And with that kind of approach, we'll be silencing negative self-talk in that child. Learn to stop negative self-talk from your children right away. This will help them to have self-belief. And remember, that self-belief is very, very important in their being able to live their fullest potential. Very, very key. The third powerful way that you can use as parents to help your children to believe in themselves is for you as parents to avoid harmful criticism. Avoid harmful criticism. This is one area that many Nigerian parents have done a lot of damage to their children. Now, am I saying don't correct your children? No. Children must be corrected. But don't correct them in a manner that tears down their spirits. This is one area that, many adults you see today suffered while growing up, in one area they suffer while growing up as children, whereby parents trying to correct them, the parents use debilitating and destructive words that kills the self-belief and self-confidence of these children. Using language such as you are useless when a child misbehaves or, come up with poor performance in academics will not help the child to, believe in him or herself. Now, such destructive criticism, such harmful criticism will further plunge the child into more poor academic performance. That is why as parents, you need to watch what you say. Very, very important. Correct your children, but don't correct them in a manner that will tear down their spirit. Very important. Very, very important. Don't correct them in a way or in a manner that will damage their self-esteem, that will damage their self-confidence. This must be avoided if you want your children to believe in themselves. Number 3, avoid harmful criticism of your children. It is destructive. Now, you cannot you can't imagine the extent to which such harmful, destructive words can go in the life of these children. Sometimes it may just stick with them all through their life. So you need to watch it. Very important. Time will fail me to dig into this. Now, the fourth one, remember, we are looking at 4 powerful ways to help your children believe in themselves. The first one, I said, model self-belief before your children as parents. The second one, I said, stop negative self-talk in the children right away. Then the third one, avoid harmful criticism of your children. The concluding one, which is the fourth one, is for you to celebrate your children's uniqueness. Celebrate your children's uniqueness. Learn to be excited and passionate about your children's difference. Now, not all children will become doctors. Not all of them will become engineers or lawyers. That's what our parents oftentimes want us to become in our Nigerian environment. Either you are a doctor or you become a lawyer or an engineer. Some children are uniquely gifted with leadership skills. Some are uniquely gifted with entrepreneurial or business skills. Some have technical skills, they are gifted in the area of technical competencies. Some is in sports, some is in arts. You need to be passionate about your child's difference, their uniqueness. And when you are passionate and are really sincerely excited about your child's difference and uniqueness, you are going to see a situation whereby you'll be planting seeds of greatness into this child. And at the end of the day, the child will have self-belief that will make the child to become a great man, a great woman in that field of endeavor the child is passionate about. I believe that profound value has been added to you today, especially as parents, on how you can help your children, to believe in themselves. Remember, children believing in themselves is what will make them to become confident and responsible adults that are living their fullest potential. Now, if you want to make inquiries, you want to ask questions, my email is right there on the screen, inuagata@gmail.com. Forward your questions across and then provide answers, right to you. Now, we'll be continuing from this point next week, Wednesday. When I return, I will still be the amiable Inuarata no Sahai. Your day is so blessed. Thank you.